Now, your 21 Alive First Alert forecast, brought to you by Groundworks.
Good morning, everyone. It's First Alert meteorologist Michael Moranelli here. I want to give you a quick update for your Wednesday morning forecast here and really through the rest of the day. It's a very, very nice day. You can see even across all of Fort Wayne, some sunny skies, temperatures that are still fairly cold and winds that are still gusty, but it definitely feels better compared to the last few days, especially when you consider that we're already pretty much as warm as we have been throughout the work week so far. So definitely cannot complain about that. Sitting at 35 degrees right now, feeling more like 26. So when you factor in all of that, yeah, we are still a little bit cold, but overall, seasonal feel would be the best way to describe it, just thanks to those temperatures staying into the 30s, sunshine, and again, some pretty gusty winds. Now, we do expect to see those wind gusts continue, at least for now. Most likely, we will stay gusty through the rest of the afternoon, but calm down late tonight and actually finally get to enjoy what will be a calm day tomorrow in terms of the wind gusts. So for right now, what we can expect will be still some gusty winds, about 25 miles per hour through the rest of the day today. But then by tomorrow, those wind gusts, virtually nothing. And the best news with that will be that we really don't have to worry about too much of anything through the rest of the day today and throughout the day tomorrow. Really almost nothing. Winds maybe at most 10 miles per hour. That includes the gusts. So very, very nice day tomorrow. And I know it wasn't really shaping up to be. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But then those wind gusts do return on Friday, probably about 20 to 25 miles per hour, just like today for the start of the day Friday. And by late Friday, we could potentially reach right around 30 mile per hour gusts by Friday night. So at least let's look at the rest of the day today first. Then we'll talk about the next few days and really what's changed for tomorrow's forecast as well. So right now, we expect temperatures to reach the upper 30s under partly to mostly sunny skies. Overall, a very nice day. We're dry, enjoying a lot of sunshine. It will be a little bit gusty, so it'll probably feel more like the mid to upper 20s, maybe low 30s, depending on how warm we can get throughout the afternoon. Now, as for the next few days, we're continuing a warming trend. Actually, we're back up into the 40s tomorrow, even the 50s by Friday. So a very nice end to the work week. And this is in part thanks to a dry Thursday. That system is staying south. No snow for now in the forecast. Of course, did mention a few other chances for snow in the forecast, but this was definitely the biggest one throughout the rest of the week. And at the moment, no concern whatsoever about any amount of snow. But by the time we get towards the end of the weekend, on Sunday, we get some snow, those temperatures cool down, we're back into the 30s, and those snow showers return to the forecast. So looking at the next few days in terms of temperatures, 40 degrees tomorrow, 54 on Friday, and potentially could even get a little bit warmer, especially if we enjoy a lot of sunshine. As for Saturday, we'll stay into the mid-40s, another very nice day up until the end of the day. That's when those temperatures start to drop off. And then by Sunday and Monday, we bottom back down into the low to mid 30s, just like how we started this week after last week's warm up. So it's another very similar pattern, warming up towards the end of the week and then that drop off into the weekend. Pretty much exactly the same, maybe not as warm for the end of the week. Unfortunately, we're not talking about into the mid 60s like last week, but still cannot complain about a nice 50-degree and sunny day on Friday. Now, of course, a lot of question marks about what happened on Thursday. And of course, we gave you the first alert about this system well on into the weekend last week. So it's been a few days and we've been tracking it pretty much each and every day. What changed? Well, of course, given how these systems act, and these systems can move north or south depending on a lot of factors, and a lot of it has to do with upper level winds in kind of the direction of the jet stream and some other placements of other low pressure, high pressure systems, whatnot. And this system really up through about Monday afternoon seemed dead set for bringing us at least some snow showers through Thursday morning. Now, as you can see, this system is well off to our south, almost not even a issue for a majority of Indiana as a whole, even most of the snow showers staying south of Indianapolis. So if you have anywhere to drive, even down into Indianapolis, yeah, you might run into a few flurries, but most of that snow will stay south of even Indianapolis, with really most of it being either rain or maybe a mix of rain and snow, and or not much actual snow falling. So that is just some great news for us, that nothing really to worry about, at least right now. We will stay dry, but let's talk about that next snow chance, because at this point, ever since about Monday night and yesterday morning, this has not been an issue, nothing that we really have to worry about. So let's move on from it. We don't have to worry about it. We'll stay dry through the end of the week, some sun on Friday, even staying dry through a majority of Saturday. Now this next system set to arrive late Saturday, so I know I said it was going to be in the mid-40s throughout the afternoon on Saturday, and we still will stay that way, but a cold front will arrive. It'll cool us down from Saturday night and into Sunday morning. That's where that temperature drop will arrive. And with it, we'll see this round of snow that'll move through more of the northern portion of the Midwest, through Milwaukee, through Chicago, across the Great Lakes. And this could very easily just clip us a few light snowflakes from Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Of course, we're not going to throw snow totals out there just yet, given how much that Thursday system changed throughout just a few days. Don't want to be throwing out some snow totals just yet. We have to make sure that this system will actually impact us, and we don't really have that confidence yet, especially after what has happened over the last about 48 hours with that Thursday system. So right now, this is really the next thing we are tracking, is we should stay dry up until this point. A few light snowflakes expected through Sunday. We'll stay dry Sunday afternoon. Then Sunday evening, a much bigger system, one that looks very, very, very similar to that Thursday system, is set to arrive Sunday night. And what that could do is, yet again, maybe bring some snow. You can see that there's that mixed line yet again, depending on where the temperatures are at, and then, of course, rain to the south, but it would affect a good portion of the state. Again, this seems very similar to the Thursday system, and we want to take that with some caution, because just like the Thursday system, this system could move to the south. This system could change almost entirely, and we might not be looking at the massive system. This could be a much smaller system. So we want to give you the first alert to it, because there is that possibility. But again, we don't know how much snow we could expect if this were to happen. But as we get closer towards the weekend, Friday and Saturday, we'll definitely have a much better idea of what to actually expect, because remember, Monday afternoon, we seemed dead on for some snow showers from that bigger system, or at least what it was expected to be Thursday morning. Give it 12, 24 hours, and now we're almost entirely dry, and that has been the case since. So we do want to make sure we're taking this with a grain of salt. We want to make sure that we are just keeping an eye out on it. So we want to give you the first alert, but right now we still do not know how far north, how far south the system could move, how strong the system could be, and what that could mean for our potential for snow over the weekend. But prepare for a few light snowflakes Saturday into Sunday morning, mostly dry afternoon on Sunday, and then Sunday evening and overnight into Monday morning would be when this system is expected to arrive as of right now, but it would clear out by Monday, late Monday morning, early Monday afternoon. So it would not be a very, very long system, and that probably would be good news depending on how heavy those snow showers are, that we probably wouldn't expect to see it for long, but just make sure to keep that in mind as well. So throughout your weekend, what do we expect? Partly sunny skies, sunny and warmer on Saturday, at least through, again, that first half of the day. That snow returns late into the day. Then on Sunday, those temperatures drop by about 10 degrees, staying into the mid-30s. With those scattered snow showers, morning light snow, we're dry in the afternoon, another round of snow then expected later in the evening. Overall, though, winds don't seem to be that much of a concern. And I know a lot of people are probably like, well, we're kind of getting some of those tastes of spring. We've been up and down these temperatures. Do we have maybe a little bit more of an end in sight? Maybe do we have a little bit more of those spring-like temperatures on the way? And right now it wouldn't seem like it, because we're trending back down into next week. Here to tell you that over the next week to 2 weeks, the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook has well above average temperatures across the country. That means that even though we might have to deal with some snow and some cooler temperatures in the short term, over the next week to 2 weeks, We do expect to go back above average, some models that could push temperatures back up into the 40s, the 50s, maybe even nearing the 60s for a day or two. Very similar to that stretch that we had towards the end of last week. So we do have to get through another week of probably a little bit more winter-like weather, but overall this is still seasonal. We're not talking about highs in the teens and 20s. We're talking about highs in maybe the upper 20s to low to mid 30s. Overall, that's not too bad compared to the very long stretch of cool air we dealt with at the start of the year. So right now, what does our first alert 7-day forecast look like? Well, it definitely doesn't look like warming up yet, but you can probably start to see the signs by Tuesday. So right now, we expect high temperatures gradually warm up from now through the end of the work week under partly to mostly sunny skies. Plenty of sunshine, a very, very nice end to the week now with no threat of snow on Thursday. Saturday, we see those snow showers return and a cold front arrive. The temperatures will drop a little bit. On Saturday, see that snow late into the day. Then by Sunday, we drop back down into the mid-30s. Those snow showers on and off from the morning, dry in the afternoon. More snow returns later, and that could mean more snow continues on into Monday. But as temperatures warm up, we could start to see a changeover of maybe a mix of rain and snow, and maybe still a little bit of an active pattern, but maybe not as much in terms of the actual snow, as temperatures are expected back up into the 40s by Tuesday. Of course, a lot to watch towards the end of the weekend and start of next week, but when we're still about 5+ days away, a lot of things can change, and I do want to make sure that I'm emphasizing that we will continue to track this system, but we might not see, or might not know what we fully expect to see until maybe at least like Friday, the Saturday time frame, given how much changed between Monday afternoon and Tuesday morning over that time frame for that system on Thursday, which is the reason why we are now expected to stay dry. So I want to make sure that you are up to date on that, given the first alert towards that next chance for snow. But overall, at least enjoy a very quiet, very sunny end to the week. It'll be a very, very nice week to enjoy. So overall, not looking like a bad 7-day forecast. Of course, I'll have your latest forecast coming up today at noon. I'll also be live at 4 before Chief Meteorologist Matt Leach will take over from 5 o'clock through the rest of the evening.